And we're back with Harrowings in the Passing Show. If anybody logged in earlier, I don't know if they did, but they would have gotten a notification potentially. We're going to put that in draft and leave it there, maybe review it later, because I managed to catch my toe and go down hard. But we're looking at the Christmas tree outside of my place over here on S Street Northwest, Arts at our core, as the sign says. And the Passing Show is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. We're checking out the folks going down to the market. I'm going to go down to the market as well and take in what I can see. I've got to watch my step. It only takes one bad fall to really do it. Got a talent for physical comedy still, apparently. Ann J. Sharp, one of my board of directors. Good to have you with us. I sure appreciate your support, Ann. I was commenting earlier that I just took a spill, as will happen sometimes when I don't pay attention to the curb. I was helped up by two young gentlemen who've gotten a fairly good dose of cannabis into them. But God bless them. Market goes on. I'm walking. No real damage done to the hands, it doesn't appear. Knees and hands caught me as I made impact. Phone seems to have survived. Tough little thing. We're looking at the newsroom. Books for free. Take some. Books not for free as well. There's some hardbounds there. I think they're $10 a piece. Is Mythology still there? Yeah, it is. One that I've been having my eye on for a bit. What else is new? Well, every cent spent is a vote for the kind of world we are co-creating, and I hope that people will be more conscious of that. The power we use, the choices we make, the placement of our feet, being where we are, all very important. Sean Grogan has joined. Good to have you with us, Sean. The Passing Show is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where, a little raw journalism, a little primary documentation for historians of the future, potentially. And we're largely unedited. It tends to go out into cyberspace and form a part of my body of work. I've been pretty prolific with the digital content, really, since I figured out that you could touch another person's mind at distance. Email first, and then we started getting browsers, and the World Wide Web spun up. And my initial forays into the World Wide Web included a site at the University of Pittsburgh, still available on archive.org, and a few snapshots. Need to pull down some of that content into Substack one of these days. It's not a bad idea. Take me a few hours. And, it'll be available. The market is usually pretty well populated. So we get a good cross section of society as we go. The very lucky. The fall I had a little earlier today could have been much worse, but it wasn't. I've got a truck down there picking up trash or something, or recycling. This is the opportunity here to trip. It's along those curbs. There are curb cuts that help. They didn't used to have those, kind of like they didn't used to have safety belts in cars. All those things. It only takes one bad accident to transform a person's life forever. Yep. Couldn't even tear my jeans. I went down on my good knee, thank God. Knee, hand. And it'll be interesting to review the draft. Okay, what are we looking at here? A little green Christmas at Pure Green juice place. More left your human beings out in the van. Send not payon for the inner monologue streaming out. I do what I can with what I have. Be in the world.
They're not regular, but I think that they also do it. Yeah. That had all.
My talent for physical comedy is still intact. I do all my own stunts, just not deliberately.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
I can it.
Hi.
So I'm probably be again. Sorry, give up.
Good stuff. Got nice stuff. I got a space here for somebody. It looks like somebody will show up today. Cadbury CBD. Oh man, that sounds good. It's mushrooms.
It's like
Fed griddle at District of Columbia Republic Restoratives Distillery.
Boy, how you doing? How are you?
Pedestrians must obey traffic signals. 210. Oops. Apples galore. I got him.
I had this friend who likes recall. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
People run away. A beautiful dog. Saint Bernard. Wagon. Oh, you got some other fellas. Reginald.
Very distracted by yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, it looks like a lot of folks either have packed up for the day or just didn't come and show up. I guess the season's over, so to speak, or maybe they took Christmas vacation. That's a possibility. It's usually a huge stand here. Oh, this look good. On basil infused, others are infused oils. I thought they were hot sauces. My feet. It is the way of the world. Let's take a look down. Yeah. I don't think there's that much to see up there.
Building housing. Oh,
Just never know. Up and home. Who you might see. Not as busy as it's been in the past. I guess a lot of people are still out of town for the holidays. Anybody talking to me? Alexis Ice says here. Okay. Kelly. Good to see you. Good to have you all with us on the passing show. It's amazing. It's amazing how many people are in the world. Not of it necessarily. We make our way home. I took Lynn out after lunch up to Columbia, Maryland. I might do a little passing show from there. I don't know. Depends on whether I get a bug in my bonnet, bee in my bonnet, something like that, and start to consider what I might be doing. We got the National Guard here taking care of things on DuPont Circle itself, monitoring the situation. It looks like we've got somebody up at a stand. Are they speaking? Are they singing? What are they doing? Let's He's got a microphone, but I don't think he has it up very loud. What's our National Guard presence? Flavors to get up with flavors for practice. Like I do know about what the books. I guess probably really spunk out.
Well, had an impact on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Final question. What would you like to see for the next 20 years of Phantom?
Just more. Like I'd like to see more. I'd like to see us in a bigger space. I'd like to see us attracting more people, and I'd like to see comics thriving.
Yeah.
And I would like to see a business that does more than just comics, but is centered around the focus on with comics and building community around. I think is a strongly toward baseball stuff.
Yeah. I think the longer I do this, the more I realize, I don't know, comics are probably my favorite medium. I feel like there's, I don't know. I don't think it's random that our community is built around comics rather than around, I don't know. We do have some.
There's something to Josh's and comics. Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Phantom comics.
That's my next person. The next person I'm going to bring on is Devon Sanders. Yeah, I guess it's give a round of applause today.
Devon Sanders. All right.
He's in the microphone.
Hold it up close.
Hey, Devon. Hey, Jake. Good morning. I'm doing great. I'm feeling fresh in this crisp weather. Wait, so how'd you get into comics?
All right, comics collectors. Doing a little ongoing podcast. It's fun.
And then give it back guidance for the captaincy. Oh, okay. Got up with the bar bomber. What do you mean? Should I get 20 days?
Howdy. The National Guard, pretty friendly. Initially, I think they were a little more guarded. Not to play on the word too much, but nowadays they're pretty friendly. And I guess they're a presence we're going to deal with. It's a slippery slope, folks. Into fascism. I don't know. I think we are in danger of becoming that which we hate often. So try not to hate. Try to love all, serve all. And that's the way it goes, right? DDK 1185. If you look up DK among the diplomat's license plates, you'll know where that car goes to. Which embassy? I got to really be careful here. I'm prone to falling and do not want to do any more of that. It's kept me from walking in the past, and that's unhealthy. You never know who you might see, by the way, on a passing show. People come out on Sundays. Everybody's everywhere. That was really nice to see the Phantom Comics doing their podcast and catching a little bit of that. And the middle of the circle on a Sunday. What an idea. It's a public space. Very Bangkok. Techno-nationalism. How it's reshaping trade, geopolitics, and society. Capri is the author, Wiley, the publisher, Alex Capri. Have to keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Let's see what they have in here. Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, howdy. Morning.
Yeah, put up
I got nothing, thanks. I never have nothing, man. I'm happy for them. But I cannot do enablement of the homeless situation that way. And do other things. It's a choice. We're all making choices and decisions that put us where we are. Oh, I was thinking earlier I should have and to get cheese for my lunch. And I think I will. Do I want green tea or what do I want? I want to make sure that I do not slip. Anyway. So thanks for joining us if you have. I see John Marshall joined, Gerard Nage, Pam Wade. Who else we got? Alex Zaitsev. Is it open mic or rally? Open mic for comics. Looks like up here. Morning, Lee. How you doing? Good to see you. I've been sort of prattling on a little bit about a little shock I had right before this, taking a tumble, and seemed to be pretty well recovered from that. Used to fall well. Oh God, fall well. That brought back a memory I didn't need. I'm gonna walk down here and look at the DuPont Coffee Collective for a second or two. See who's around. It looks like the flea market's gone. They used to have a flea market, and I'm pretty sure the little Christmas market's gone down there as well. Uh, some folks in. Not many people have time for me. Do I have time for others? And, the passing show brings you a little bit of who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. at particular points I happen to go to. I'm going to loop around one more time. Supply his stuff. It started with. Or not. Or not. I think I will. Just get down here and back up. Keep my feet moving. World is changing all the time. Let's see. I think that's it. I think we got Lee Penman, Zaitsev, John Marshall says, "Good morning, my brother." Well, that's nice. I'm glad to have a family. I've been doing a little bit of digging in the back, my email inbox, my sent mail, and noticed that something I sent on a couple of days after my father passed to family. They got no replies at all. And made me a little sad, a little sad. And then I went and fell and injured my knee, but not badly. I could walk on it. I didn't break anything. I was like, oh God, now I broke something. But didn't break anything. There's a flight of pigeons and a little dog taking notice of its surroundings. Gotta be aware of your surroundings. Folks in Starbucks. Awareness, awake. Being aware and awake is so important. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll get loop back this way because I can go back up by the bank, loop back around, still manage to get my egg and cheese at Daily Provisions and talk to you guys some more. Anybody got something to say? How are you? Where are you? That's always interesting information to spark a conversation as we go. I think I know where some of you are. Hey, there you said something. How many miles do you walk each morning? I am totally consistently inconsistent. Lately, it's been practically nothing. But I will, at times, put in a half marathon, 13.1 miles. And it's not frequent, but I like to do that when I can. I'm capable of it. But I have other responsibilities, and it takes all day, roughly, to get a half marathon under my belt. A full marathon might take two. I don't know. Never done it. That's an idea, though. Maybe we could make that a sidebar to our production if we get underway. I hope we do. And that is Hal runs a marathon. 63. I think in a year I'd probably get myself in shape to run a marathon on. Transformation might be a nice idea. I've had this idea in the past and never actually acted on it. Ideas are dime a dozen, but actions are what matter. That's one of my themes, that every cent spent at the Gardener's Gourmet, for instance, is a vote for supporting the Gardener's Gourmet or eco-friendly foods from Oneida, Virginia, which is cultivating transformation one farmer at a time. And it looks like they've got some great stuff if you're a meat eater. I'm trying not to be. And spaghetti squash, though. My wife has a delicata I've got to cut up for her. A number of different squashes. I don't see, there's some little delicatas there, or jesters or something. Oh, apple samples, baked goods. Oh, they got some lion's mane. Yep. It's good looking stuff. Yep. Chinese dumplings. Okay, we're going to loop back around. This is going to be less than a mile, though, in answer to your question. And commonly, I'm walking a little less than a mile. I'm just up, from QRS Street, a couple blocks. All around us. Those are the guys who helped me out. I'm not sure. Bad back, poor Tom. Guy who saw me fall, it's a bad back, and he would have been one of my first captures on the passing show if I hadn't have fallen. That was quite amusing to me. And in retrospect, thank God I didn't break anything. But it's kind of important. It's kind of got me shaken up, kind of got me disjointed in my narrative, thinking, running over all kinds of scenarios in my head that didn't happen. That's a common thing for me. Oh, hey. A bulldog. All right. Now we've made that circle. Seen just about all of the market there is to see in a disjointed fashion. What else are we talking about? Show me what? Show me we gain nothing once we show up. Bill Morgan has joined. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Is it open mic or a rally? I see that one. Pam Wade. John Marshall. Okay. I'm pretty quiet. Alexis, I said, I don't know what she's saying. Show me to, maybe to John's comment about we gained nothing unless we show up. Yeah, we definitely have to show up. The actions count. Hardly anything we think, feel, or believe matters. Although I think a lot of people feel that their thoughts, their feelings, all those things matter a lot. You notice this fence here. They're getting ready to cover over this section, and you see some of the construction going on, sticking out the side of the stone wall there. Sure, the engineering's been worked out. Now they just have to complete it. And this will make a little pedestrian area over top of the tunnel and extend this shopping area. I think Kramer's will benefit. I hope Kramer's survives everything that's happening here. And let's see if there's anything else I want to talk about. I mean, you could take in a lot of the passing show just by looking through my camera lens. You have a pretty shaky hold on it. Low production values is part of its charm, I think. Or maybe I'm just lazy, or maybe both. But you all can make up your own minds. Sorry, this has been such a disjointed narrative. As said, survived the fall, no damage done, just a lot of shock. And yeah, a lot of reflection interiorly about aging and balance and being where your feet are. Be the change you want to see in the world, folks. Every cent spent's a vote for the kind of world we are co-creating. And if you don't like what you see, look at your part in it and make a different choice. All of our decisions have led us to being where we are, how we are. And I'd love to know where you are and how you are when I do these little narratives. That's my question to you all. Hardly anyone ever answers. Makes me feel like I'm a voice crying in the wilderness, or shrieking, as the case may be.
We've set up the
I'll end here, and thanks for joining.